Hello, YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Surviving Mars Space Race preview episode 3. So we let a little time elapse. We picked clean that little deposit we found down here. Our ship is almost back to Earth, so we are going to want to fill it and turn it around back to us and see if we can beat this great dust storm before it kicks off. I don't know how quickly it will come back to us, but we've got one soul and 16 hours left. Also, there's a rumor that India has almost completed a milestone. Now, it doesn't say which milestone. Obviously, it's probably going to be one of the early ones. Probably scan an anomaly. I'm going to take a wild guess. Is that they're going to beat us to scan an anomaly? Possibly. I mean, obviously, I'm going to be getting an explorer in here, and as soon as I land it, we'll be scanning up my anomalies, but India might beat us to that. And well, that's the risk I take. Or took, rather, for not doing that. Speaking of tech, though, we have been plinking away at the techs thanks to all of our sector scanning here. You can actually zip through some of the earlier ones just from the research bonus from scanning different sectors. So, quite happy with that. All right, let's advance time a little bit, wait for you to actually reach the planet, so we can get you turned around and back to us. I'll just wait for you to vanish. There we go. Okay, resupply, cargo, rocket. All right, RC Explorer, get. Absolutely get. Cannot say more than that. Probably gonna want some more electronics. Gonna definitely need more machine parts. We're also gonna need a butt-ton more polymers. Because now we actually do care about polymers, because we need that for all of our dome buildings. I think 30 is probably about good. The other thing I want to get is I want to get a small machine parts factory, because our whole power structure is dependent on machine parts. I want to be able to start generating them as soon as possible. So getting this new smaller machine parts factory, because fielding and supplying a big machine parts factory in just your initial domes kind of a tall order, but a small one might be the stopgap measure we need. The other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take on a wasp drone in the off chance that this great dust storm literally kills everything. A lone healthy drone carried by the rocket will be able to revive everybody. Should that be a problem here. And then as far as other goodies to bring over here, always good to have a good stock of food. We're not bringing, people will be our next rocket. And am I missing any other prefabs? I don't think so. Because we're about to get the tech to make our own polymer factory, so that would be a waste to do. And then electronics factories, we're not quite there yet. I want to focus on making my own machine parts first. So I think we're going to use the rest of our stuff. Do I want the transport? Possibly. We could use the transport, just so we can get the farer flung stuff a little bit easier. And then, you know what, I think I'm going to spend the rest on food, just so we have a nice stock of food available to us, and we still got plenty of funding here. In fact, you know what, I might pull back a little on the food and go like more machine parts. Do I want to go more electronics? Yeah, maybe let's get some extra. No, you know what? More machine parts, just because we're gonna need them. And no, electronics. All right, I think we're in a good place. Everything all set. Los Ultra, come home. Or well, come back here rather. Launch. Now, let's see if you can beat the Great Dust Storm. Now, the other thing I did, speaking of resources here, is I tuned my trade pad. So once you've built your trade pad, you need to take a resource and offer it up for trade, and you have to tell everyone else what resource you want. I particularly want a good chunk of concrete, because I do want to get our dome going here, our first dome here. In fact, you know what? I might lay it down, but we need a lot more concrete than we're producing. Now, we'll eventually get it, but I wouldn't begrudge trading away some of my 198 metals for some of the concrete just to get that quicker. Now, maybe we need to go out and actively ask for that. So let's take a look. You've got concrete, China, and you're out of metals too. Maybe you want to talk. Also, it tells you what they're doing. They said they researched low-G fungi, and it looks like they have the same set of stuff that we do, the same set of techs. So let's contact you. Initiate trade. No interest in trade. Fine. Constructed fuel refinery. Got low-G fungi. Very good. Trade? No trade. Okay. It might be a little bit too early to start asking for trades. India. Trade? No trade. Alright, fine. Well, it's not like it's not like having that trade pad costs me anything, and it's not like it ties up my resources or uses up my resources while I have them up for offer. Presumably, you probably work a bit like Planet Base, where the ship lands and then you put your stuff on there. All right, let's speed things up a little bit, because I think our next event will be, the Great Dust Storm before or after. Man, this is going to be close, I think. This is going to be obnoxiously close. I'm going to be pissed if the storm hits and it's lasts for 3 days and my freaking ship is just farting around in orbit around Mars and it can't land because it can't see a damn thing until the storm ends. Because that will delay everything that's part of that ship and probably have everything die on me.
Sector scanned.
Ooh.
Research complete.
All right,
Anomaly found.
We got our own low-G fungi, and we got some goodies. Goodies. I do like me some goodies. These polymers? Those are polymers. Those are lots of polymers. Ooh, that's a tasty sector right there. Yes, come to Papa. We are definitely getting that. Definitely worth the time and effort to leapfrog that back to the nest here, especially for those polymers. And we're getting, on average, an anomaly about 50% of the time, so that's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. You coming? You coming. All right, good. And we got all 8 drones on there, so you don't have to shuffle them around. Alright, let's see here. Thank you, autosave. You know what? I think, because it's not going to take maintenance until it's actually fully built, we could get our actually, you know what? I don't want it to be fully built. I was about to say we could start working on our dome, but with all these polymers, we could actually conceivably finish the dome, which is something I don't want to do until after the storm passes, because I don't want the dome and all of its assorted structures soaking up maintenance and breaking and using up my resources to repair. So let's hold off on the dome, if only because of this impending storm. All right, you need to be up a little bit further. Just want to make sure they can get everything here. Beautiful. And then, well, we already know that this is actually a little bit out of our other drone ranges, drones range, but that's okay. We'll just let you guys leapfrog, and then we'll leapfrog again to bring them back to base. Of course, this might all be moot once we have our transport rover, but we might as well get started. Maybe we can just have these guys collect these and drop them off here, and then have the transport rover just ferry them back and forth over here. But yeah, we're hitting all the good techs here. We're getting low-G hydrosynthesis. I lined up Mars crowdfunding. Let's see what else we got here. Magnetic filtering. I do want that. These are good, and I want to see what our next tech on engineering is. But yeah, lots of really good techs early on. There are some kind of garbage ones. I'm actually going to try out the low-G fungi farm this time around. I kind of poo-pooed it last one. I shooed it, but being that the population dynamic is going to be a little bit different for Japan, I'm going to give it a try. Just to see if that actually works out in my favor. Because hey, it's worth trying that out. Certainly not new with the stuff, but hey, it's an early research. Let's give it a shot. Have more housing in the dome itself. I will need to make sure I have a medical facility to keep sanity higher. All right, 52%. You know what? I do think Plus Ultra will beat the storm, and that makes me really, really happy. Now, I'm not going to really use anything from it until the storm is over, because again, I don't want that extra accumulation to happen on there. But at the very least, we know we can keep things alive here, and that makes me happy. I am worried about how long this storm is going to last, but, well, we'll see.
Sector scanned. Research complete.
And there's our hydrosynthesis, so we can build polymer factories now. We've got plenty of water to do that with, too. And it's going to be near our colony. Our colony's going to have a lot of outdoor buildings. We're going to have our raw metals factory, and we're going to have our polymers factory, and we're going to have our fungi factory here. I hope we have enough room for everything. And that's why I want everything outdoors. So everyone's working outdoors. They're coming back in, and we have lots and lots of housing and other amenities to make sure they don't go insane, because that would be bad. That'd be bad, I say. Yeah, and we'll use our transport rover to ferry these two over here. All right, no takers on our resources, but again, I have a feeling they have to build their own trade hubs in order, and also have the rockets and the fuel to trade with me. Before they're going to start sending offers. So it might be something we have to wait a few sols before that starts being a thing. But that's okay, I can wait. Ooh, how much fuel are we building up here? Wow, we could take back off before this storm hits. I might do that too. That might be a smart thing to do. Get the heck out of Dodge. If they can load the fuel fast enough, we have just made enough fuel for it. This is why we like 2 fuel refineries, folks. Makes me happy. Yep, we are almost home, and we might be able to get the heck out of here beforehand. That is quite optimal. Boom. Yes. Come on down. You are now the next contestant on Quick Unload Your Crap. Let's actually get you guys down here too. Actually, let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because we want as many drones doing the loading and unloading as possible. Oh, we never finished this, did we? We'll have the transport rover do it. I'd rather have the drones. Well, actually, you know what? You guys can do your thing. You've only got 3 left in you. The others have teleported down. All right, can you guys get this? All right, RC Explorer, and you, my friend, you need to get exploring. If I remember my order of operations correctly, key techs come first, and then RC Transport. All. Yeah, you'll just do your thing. Yeah, drone heavy load. I wonder why. Yeah, you guys got to get all your stuff out here. And we got the one newbie drone too. We got plenty of stuff. I do want to make sure that let me get another universal depot nearby.
Sector scanned.
With no fuel, please. Thank you. Just to give us some extra wiggle room here for the extra advanced resources. It would be nice if they took something out, put it down, grabbed a piece of fuel, took it in, and then repeated the process. That'd be a bit more efficient. But I don't think they're quite that smart. You're in range. Good. 9 hours. Are we going to service this piece? I mean, it's not the end of the world if we don't get this off the ground. It's not like it's going to... Oh, yeah, we got to empty out all that food, too. Crap. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get back off the planet here in time. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll stay grounded for a little bit. We've got enough fuel to take back off, so even once we use up all the water in the tower here, we'll be fine. All right, you get your butt down here. You guys finish picking this place clean. How are we on scans? Have we missed any? Yeah, they're about to clean that out. Got nothing else over there. Yeah, so we got one of each rover, and they're doing their thing, so I'm pretty happy. I might get another explorer at some point. Not right this second. Not that we necessarily need that for all the anomaly analyzing, but because we have that explorer tech, the explorer AI, we get even more passive research. Now it wouldn't be another 100. It has diminishing returns. What do we get here? Fuel compression. We'll see what the key tech opens up. In the meantime, we'll wait for the extractor here, just to have these on board. Now that we're churning away a little bit faster. They beat us to the anomaly. Oh well. Well, that's the race for you. They got around to analyzing an anomaly, and we took our sweet time, so they beat us. But that's only a 250 research boost. Yay! Congrats, India. GG. You won this. You won this time. But I think that's gonna just be like the Sputnik to us. Yeah, you guys got the first leg of the race, but just wait till we get going.
Anomaly analyzed.
Oh man, when they just barely beat us too.
There's more to the barren environment.
Logi High-Ray subsuit.
A veritable treasure trove.
That's important. Both of those are really important. Yeah, we're getting that low-G high-rise because that's going to be useful now. And I do want that subsurface heating now. Then we can go Moxie. That was a good key tech. And yes, I do remember correctly. You do want to hit the key techs first. And I think we have another key. Better to hit the keys first. Because then you can use the research boosts. Actually we have 3 keys in total. beautiful. We can use the research boost to surge research ahead to the thing that you want the most. But you don't know of the thing you want the most until you can see what's available with all the keys. So, useful all around. Sorry, I know there's other Mars radio stations, but I just love the Bane music. Just all that much. Like, it is so soothing, and it gets my brain going here. All right, how are you guys doing? You are almost emptied. This is going to be tight. Can you guys get this thing emptied and fueled in time? Is the real question here. It'll be a little bit too late for you to get down here, but we might as well send you come down here. Just so you're at the ready and can lend your 3 drones. All right, that's our explorer. All right, you've emptied out. Good. Yeah, we'll just do it manually. We don't need to make a route for this whole thing. It's just a one-time transfer anyway. One hour left. Oh, this is going to be tight. Hit the button. Get it in. Get it in. Get it in. Get off. Get off. Get in. Go. Please take off. Please take off. Get off the ramp. Get off the ramp, you fool. Oh. We made it. We beat you, you great dust storm. Hurry. Run. Run. Oh, for the love of God, run. Phew. Take that. All right, Gracesta. All right, one soul 8. That's not as long as I thought. It still might kill everything, depending on how aggressive it gets with the dust, making with the dust here. Now I know the graphical effect is a lot less pronounced when you're up on the higher ridge. I don't know if that actually diminishes the actual physical impact of the dust storm, or in this case, the great dust storm. No, it doesn't diminish that. It doesn't diminish the impact at all. As if the building were to politely remind me. Well, these I knew we were going to set down. We are going to actually... Yeah, it's disabled. Hopefully they know not to repair them. This one just got fixed. It's gonna get borked again. Yeah, lots of other things are gonna get shut down once we suck our water tank dry here. That'll get rid of that. Yep, it's deteriorating. Everything's deteriorating here. We could slap down just to keep our fuel production going, and because we know we need this sooner rather than later anyway, a water extractor. But then that would require. Actually, do we have power to spare in our thing here? Actually, we do have power to spare because these things kick up their production during dust storms. So yeah, we have power to spare. So you know what? Let's throw down a water extractor. We're gonna throw one down here. In fact, we want to shove this thing in the corner as much as possible. Now, can we? I forget if we can do cables over. Can we do cables over here? If not, that's going to make me a sad panda. I know you can do pipes over, but can we do cables over? I guess not. Or at least not with our current technology. Oh, wait, RT... Yeah... I am afraid we're going to need to build something separately, and I don't want to build something separately because of this whole storm thing, because whatever power structure I kick on, I'm not running a cable all the way around here. So unfortunately our cables do not have the same powers as our drones. That's too bad. All right. Well, we'll have to wait for our fuel production to hit a standstill here. In fact, you know what I might do? I might shut the drone hub down. Actually, yeah, no, guys, no. I know you want to, but please don't. Did we get any wayward resources? No? Okay, well then.
Anomaly analyzed.
Nice. No, I don't want to load resources. I want to unload it. Or are you guys all full of metals? Unload resource here, please. Alright, what did we get? Let's see what we got.
There's more to the barren
Ooh, we got a
environs
lot
of
of
the planet
things.
than meets the eye.
Decommission
A
protocol
veritable treasure
useful.
trove of undiscovered
Evaporators,
knowledge and
good. Ooh, actually,
So long
these
as
are
you know where to-
hydrogyroscope evaporators are actually going to be really good once this dust storm ends. Systematic training and transport optimization. Lovely. Well, certainly we can definitely go for hydrogyroscopic filtering as our one after the high rise. High rise definitely takes precedence. Then subsurface heating, and then I'd say the actually, yeah, this actually might be it. One soul, 3 hours. And we can get rid of, You got nothing, right? You got nothing. Get out of here. Oh yeah, and you, my friend, go get the next key tech. I mean, we could start blasting away, because I can't really see any other techs being super important, but you never know. There might be one higher hanging fruit that might be worth beelining towards. Nope. And there goes these guys from the water. We're gonna turn you guys off.
Sector scanned. Research complete. Anomaly found.
Nice. Just 2 polymers, but I'll take it. Is there room for metals over here? Can you just cram it on there? There you go. Alright, where's those wayward polymers? Go get them. Actually, yeah. Polymers. Unload resources. Polymers. That way you'll come here and back again without me having to remember to order you around. I mean, it's just 2 polymers, but hey, every polymer counts. I really want to lay down the dome, but I don't want to, because our drones are going to be real busy real soon. But I don't want to I don't want to overtax it here. And I don't want the dome to start getting battered by all this. Oop, leak. Leak detected, and that's a huge leak, and it really doesn't matter. Like, there is so much extra electricity flowing out, and they're like, we're making enough. Everything can stay online. Alright, now what other anomalies? We got a bunch of research anomalies. We don't have any breakthrough anomalies, and that is upsetting. Oh, another key anomaly. Wow, lots of key anomalies. Well, we can keep keying it up. Alright, well, I don't think this storm is necessarily going to kill us. I mean, it is doing a lot of economic damage, because, yeah, our fan blades here are accumulating dust, and actually, we could probably turn one of them off. Now, the question becomes, does that stop it from accumulating more dust? Yes, no, it doesn't stop it. We should have just picked one that got dirty and went from... Oh, and it still needs the power anyway. It can't power everything on its own, so... we'll let it go since it's going to get... Is that leak still going? Yeah, that leak is still going. But you're fixing it. It'll take you a little while. That does the storm does tear up your cables and whatnot. So we're gonna pop a lot of these leaks here. That is understandable. And actually, now that I think about it, why did I tell you just polymers? Because yeah, there's metals over there to be had. Gather resources all. Deposit resources all. That's better. Okay. So in our next episode, you're not gathering.
Anomaly analyzed.
Okay, that's to say. Well, let's see what we got here. And
there's more to the barren environment.
Sterling generator and water reclamation. Wow, we're already into tier 2. And we got the Sterling generator early. Interesting. Not gonna necessarily do that, but Earth Mars Initiative. Ooh, that's important. That's actually really important. That's more important than everything else. Well, except for the Logi High Rise, we need that. And the water reclamation, very useful. Although not necessarily with the amount of water we have at our disposal. So yeah, we'll stick with that priority, and then that, and then that. All right, let's get our Explorer off to the next key. See, this is why we keep hitting the keys, because we can keep reprioritizing stuff before we start racking up all of our research bonuses to start diving through the research tree, or at least taking a little sprint through it. All right, folks. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya!